Hello, I'm Renee, and I'm here with Cemetary Mary. It's a game, it looks cute and cool. There's stalking, kidnapping, strong language, mild drugs, alcohol, smoking, blood, murder, suicide, flashing images, and potentially loud noises. Discretion is advised. Take that into account. I've never been to a funeral that I didn't enjoy. Are you okay, Mary? That is, until very recently. And I wasn't quite sure how to feel. That's weird. It was a beautiful service. Who enjoys a funeral? And one they certainly deserved. If only it had come later in their lifetime. And maybe it could have been prevented. If there wasn't a murder in my city. That's what everyone's been saying anyways. The Blackwood Butcher. Ugh. Ugh. That's what they call them, at least. That's horrible. That's not a nice name. It was hard not to overhear the rumors people said about them. I heard they strike at night. I heard they only target one person at a time and don't stop until they're dead. I heard it's a ghost, blindly seeking revenge. I didn't believe in any of that. At least, not at first. But my parents did. And because of that, they didn't like me going off to the cemetery alone, staying until it closed. Do cemeteries close? Walking home by myself in the dark. Even though it was only across the street, these rumors had made them afraid for my safety. Do you really believe they're real? I asked my father. I do, he answered. Are you really worried for me? My mother didn't say anything, but that was to be expected. They thought I was a perfect target, but I didn't believe in it. You didn't believe in the serial killer or ghost? Still, they were worried about me, so they sent me off to live with my aunt, uncle, and cousin. They didn't live far. At least, not anymore. They moved from their fancy home in gorgeous Hallin City to a small little cabin in the woods. I never understood why, but I never really asked about it either. My parents felt I would be safer with them. I didn't want to leave. How is this kid more safe in a cabin in the woods? But every day I stayed only seemed to stress them out more, so I went to make them feel better. For the first few weeks, everything was fine. I barely left the house, barely went to town anymore. Fair. And when I did, I was always with someone, taking all the precautions to avoid becoming a victim of the butcher. But I still thought it was only a rumor. Okay, why? Even if the number of deaths in our community increased, I never thought that someone I knew would be a victim. Then that thing happened to those two, and for the first time I was worried. Shortly after that, my own parents disappeared. Oh, okay, that's not great. They weren't in the diner, nor could I contact them. Even the authorities couldn't figure it out. I guess you were the perfect target then. And then your parents were. No one had seen them. It was as if they had suddenly vanished. As if they were killed off. I don't like to think about that possibility. Actually, well, there's also that other thing that happened. Maybe I should have told the authorities about it, or anyone for that matter, but was too afraid of what might happen if I did. Your parents are safe, unknown number. Okay, we're sitting in a chair, sleeping. Oh, that's loud. I knew I would fall asleep if I sat down. That's a pretty picture. in the background. Is it raining outside? It wasn't supposed to rain today. The light's on outside. Is Croven out there? I better go check. Oh, no, thank fuck. Can you come inside? Please? What are you out? Where's Uncle... did I finish dinner? I don't know. You're out here. Quit it, Mary. How many times do I have to tell you? They went to hell. What? They're gone too? Excuse me? Excuse me. What are you doing out here? It's raining. I can see it's raining, Mary. Come inside. I'm finished. Dinner. It's spaghetti. I used your favorite sauce too. Okay, I'll be inside in a second. Just let me put this out. Please do. Let's not burn the house down. Oh, the food is cold. I fell asleep. I just wanted to take a seat in the living room, but... It's fine. I'm not complaining. Other than that, we didn't say much. The dinner was quiet. I cleaned up most of it, but Croven helped too. After that, he went to go sit in the living room. Once I finished cleaning the kitchen up, I joined him like usual. Just 2 kids, apparently. Your phone is like a flashlight. And not like the flashlight part of it. Holy shit, why are you keeping it so bright? Normally after dinner, Croven and I sit here together. We do something fun. We play a game on our phones together. We get a board game or we play cards. Talk about our days if something exciting happened. But that's when Aunt and Uncle was still. Croven's been in a pretty bad mood since. It's not as if I can blame him. I want to talk to him, but I don't really know if he's in much of a mood to talk. Attempt conversation, something, anything. Crow, do you want to talk about it? There's nothing to talk about. Oh, well, that's not a good idea. He's not gonna like that. I still got my old therapist's number, you know? Croven? Ain't there a reason she was your old one? I know. But she was good at this kind of stuff. And I've been thinking that maybe... Shut up, Mary. Just shut up already. Can't I be bitter over it? Why are you trying so hard to rush me into therapy, huh? Thought you knew about this shit better than anyone, but here you are. I'm not gonna stop being upset just because you miss me being all happy, smiley and shit. Can't you just stop trying to fucking talk to me about it? I'll get over it when I get over it. Maybe get your own life, and then you'll stop worrying so much over mine. Sorry. I think I ended up making Croven more agitated trying to talk to him. Oh well, you went about it the wrong way. He's clearly not even wanting to talk to you about it, so he's not gonna want to talk to our therapist. Well, he should, but he's a teenager. It's gonna go like, ugh, no therapist, I don't want to talk to anyone. You could have distracted him, not necessarily try to talk about that. Like, something. I mean... We are a kid. After a few moments of awkward sitting, I went upstairs and headed to my bedroom. I didn't want to make Croven angrier than I had already. I brushed my teeth and got changed into my pajamas. Ugh. I stretched out on what you could consider my bed. The room I have in the cabin is nice. It's not like my room back in my actual home, but I stayed here for so long that I've been able to decorate it a little bit more to my liking. It's a pleasant room to stay in, even if it's not quite home. Of course, I don't normally sleep right away anyway. I usually read a book or watch a movie on my laptop, or lie awake thinking of every embarrassing thing that's ever happened in my life. Mood. But as of recent, I have picked up a different nighttime ritual. One that's nowhere near as pleasant. The text message I had received the days following my parents' disappearance. It was from a number I didn't recognize. "Your parents are safe," it had said. I know I should have done something smart. I should have told somebody. But instead, I texted the number back, and they responded to me. I've noticed that other than the first message, they usually don't reach out to me. It's me who keeps texting them, hoping to find out what's happening behind all this. Are you still awake? I'm awake. Whenever you want to talk. Will you tell me who you are? That I cannot do. My identity must remain hidden. Forever? No, not forever. Then why can't you just tell me who did this? Because it's not safe. I don't think this is the murderer. I think this is someone else who's trying to figure it out, who knows something. Someone who's in danger, perhaps? Why wouldn't it be safe? You'll have to trust me on that. I don't trust you at all. How did you even get my number? Your parents gave it to me. Why would they do that? Because they care about you. You must be lying to me. My parents wouldn't do something like that. I'm sorry, but you don't know your parents as well as you think you do. What does that mean? Seriously, you freak me out. I just want my parents back. Please don't drag this out. I just want them back home. You should get some rest. It's late, isn't it? I'll talk to you tomorrow. I don't like to text for too long. Until then, goodbye. So, he doesn't quite know it's late. It's late, isn't it? It's not like it's your bedtime. It's late. Like, it wasn't a sentence, so perhaps he's in a basement somewhere. Or this guy. It's not a he necessarily, but you know. Goodbye. They suggested I get some rest. But how do they expect me to do that? I'd never felt more restless in my life. Even asleep, I knew I wouldn't rest. I get that. I've been sleeping pretty poorly for quite a while now. I don't remember the last time I had a good night's sleep. That's because it's so fucking hot. It's nearly fucking 30 degrees in my room and I want to fucking die. No. That's a lie. But it is a pain. Ugh, I hate. I like my room to be like 19 degrees when I'm sleeping. Has the good temperature for the room to be, so I can like snuggle in blankets. I sleep much better that way, but nope. Nearly fucking 30 degrees Celsius, you know. Which, lovely. Love that. When I woke up the next morning, Croven had already left for the day. But that wasn't a surprise. He had been staying out late and leaving super early ever since the incident. You didn't even mention your aunt and uncle going missing. You just talked about your parents. I think being home bothers him. That's fair. I'm not surprised. Whenever I pass the diner, I too feel like not being there. It's not the same with a mom and dad, after all. Despite this cabin being out in the middle of the woods, it really isn't all that hard to get back to Blackwood. Outside of our cabin is a faint dirt trail. It gets a bit twisty at some parts, but it isn't too confusing. It takes about 15 minutes to walk down, but maybe 10 if you're fast. That's so close. I don't know if you can even consider it to be a cabin in the woods then. It takes like a half an hour to ride a bike to town from where I live. I would say it takes like an hour and a half to walk from the town to my home. I mean, the entire bit is in like forest, but most of it is. So, at the end of the trail, there's a fence, one with a slight gap in it. And past that fence, there's a little community. You have a fence around your town? What's the point of a fence if you have a gap in it? It isn't too big. A few trailers, a few people living all the way out here. Oh, far from anything that's... well, anything. But there's a road here, and a bus that comes through. It runs through Blackwood. So whenever we need to leave, we take this bus. Okay, that's fair enough. I guess you do... It's a bit longer a trip then. If it's just 10 minutes to the bus station, it's just we don't have buses around here. How do I go back? I can't? Fine. History? History. And after that, then after the end of a short trip, you are in Blackwood. It's the city I grew up in, and I always really loved it. There's the library, the local stores, but my most favorite place is the Blackwood Cemetery. You're a creepy kid. It's got lots of trees to read under, the prettiest headstones I've ever seen. There's a mausoleum too, though I've never been inside. Is the doom our mysterious caller inside there? Private mausoleum. You know, I have no idea how to pronounce that word. I am making it up. I don't know who it belongs to. Anyways, I always try to leave flowers when I visit, at least every so often, and I visit a lot. I like to think that it helps them, you know, not feel lonely. And then, after having spent my day in Blackwood, I come back home the same way I left. But I always make sure that no one sees the way I come back home. Just in case, you know. Fair enough, there is a murderer in your town. Despite the recent events, I too leave the cabin more than ever now. Croven is rarely home, and I don't feel like being here alone. I know I'm just being paranoid, but I don't like the thought of that maybe the butcher could find me out here all alone. Even if that's the whole reason I'm here in the first place. So, I go out a lot now. Yeah, I don't think your parents really thought that true. Did they? Let's hide our kid in the cabin in the woods, where no one will find her, and help is like, at least half an hour away. So that they can be easily snuck up on. I mean, the parents of this household are already gone. I feel more comfortable surrounded by lots of people. Makes sense. Despite how things may seem, I always prefer to be around people anyways. That's one reason I like to go to the cemetery so often. There's always people there, even if you can't see them. Okay. After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. I can see that it's your favorite. You've worn nothing but this outfit. Crowan's gone, and the bus I take into the town should be arriving any minute now. Where should I go today? Let's go to the library first, at least. I decided to go to the library. There's nothing quite like a good book. My favorite kinds of books are mysteries. Not necessarily murder mysteries, but mysteries in general. In fact, I kind of prefer when the mysteries don't involve anyone dying. That makes a lot of sense, at least now. There's a lot less tension there, you know. But maybe I'm just too soft. Nope, you are basically a kid. So, I quite enjoy manga, especially the shoujo kind. I feel almost embarrassed to like them, but I find that they're cute and nice. I like seeing characters fall in love. Yeah, a shoujo. Perhaps that's what I'll try to find at the library today. I stepped into the library and began to make my way over to my favorite spot. A tucked away corner in the library, right by a single window. Sometimes I would spend the entire day in that corner just reading. I've managed to finish entire books without leaving the library. I look forward to doing something like that again today, but when I go into my favorite spot, I noticed a man was already sitting there. I was surprised because usually this library is pretty empty. This man, he's familiar. I've met him before. My apologies. Did I take your seat? Oh, it's you. Mary. Marianta, yes? Yes, that's right. I remember you. From the funeral, right? Indeed. Do you remember my name? Reginald? That's right. It's a pleasure to see you here. I was hoping to run into you again one day. Oh? Aha, I hope that doesn't come off as weird. It does. You were just a pleasant person to be around. You really brought life into that funeral. Oh, okay. What? Excuse me. The fuck does that mean? Oh, really? Thank you, I think. So what brings you to the library today? Books. Oh, well, I didn't really have plans, so I thought I would check out a book or something. Likewise, what kind of book were you interested in checking out? Be honest. I'm actually here to look for a shoujo manga. A shoujo manga? What's that? Oh, it's like, do you know what a manga is? I have an idea, but I can't say I've ever read one myself. Well, it's like one of those... but it usually centers around romance between two main characters. And sometimes there's like friends and rivals, but I really like the comedy ones. Because you get cute jokes mixed into the romance. But sometimes the drama ones get really cute too. And they get really intense. And sorry, I'm rambling. I'm not really good at explaining things. No worries, I think you did a good job. I'll show you. Sounds interesting. Perhaps I'll check one out myself later. I'm trying to be more open to new things after all. She looks dead inside. Anyways, what are you here to read? Me? Oh, I'm reading Manslaughter on the Disoriented Locomotive. Of course you are. Oh, I've been meaning to read that one too. Do you want it then? What? Oh no, that's okay. Please take your time. Just, if you don't mind, would you tell me when you're done with it? You know, so I could maybe read it later. I'm fine with that, though I've already gotten pretty far in, and I don't think I'll be finished by today. You have a cell phone, yes? Would it be alright if I have your number? Weird. Okay, so I'll be honest, I don't know if this... How old are you? I have no idea. I thought she was scared. For some reason. Is it a name? Do I think Mary suck heads? Who knows? Who knows? That way I can notify you as soon as I'm finished. Ah, well. And I would like to try and be friends too, if that's alright. Oh, really? I mean, yeah, of course. Reginald and I exchanged phone numbers. I was shocked I even remembered me. But I had considered meeting him again. A pleasant surprise. And one I really appreciated. After our exchange, I picked out a shoujo book from one of the shelves and began to read one in the other spots in the library. I ended up liking it so much, I looked for other 2 books and brought in 2 and 3 home with me to read later. After I came home, had dinner, cleaned up the kitchen, I began my usual nighttime routine. I got changed into pajamas, brushed my teeth, sat on my bed, and texted whoever they are. Hi, it's me again. Are you there? Yes. You're still not going to tell me anything, are you? No. Can I ask you something, even if you're not gonna give me an honest answer anyways? Okay. Are you the Blackwood butcher? Would I tell you if I was? Are you afraid for their safety? Of course, why wouldn't I be? I see. I see? Should I be afraid for my own safety? Who am I to tell you what you should and should not be afraid of? Your fears are your own to judge. Ugh, annoying. You're way too vague. Why would you even contact me to begin with? I thought you would like to know about your parents. I'm only trying my best to keep you happy. Why though? Why are you trying to keep me happy? That's kind of creepy. You think I'm happy? Maybe not now, but you will be. I have to go now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Weirdo. After another frustrating, unsettling night of text messages, I got under the covers and tried my best to sleep. It wasn't easy, and I had a lot of difficulty trying, but I don't remember exactly when, but eventually was able to sleep, even if not peacefully. Dad? Yes, sweetheart. Yes. Is something wrong? Mama told me that Uncle Ray died. Did she now? Are we going to go see him? No. You don't need to worry about that. I don't? But... Listen, Mary. Normally when someone passes, you hold a funeral for them, right? Yeah. The thing about funerals, though, is that they're for people who are worth remembering. Rude. Are you saying that about your own brother or your brother-in-law? That's just... rude. You're just rude. More than rude. After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. Croven's gone, and the bus I take out should be arriving any minute now. I'm gonna leave this episode here. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. You know. Mind blank. Shit. Have a great day. Check out my channel if you're new here. And bye.